What's the text say? Harry Potter and Minecraft? Yes, that's fine. Leave that up there. We're starting on chapter 6. Yay. I'm gonna bowl first though. How you guys doing this morning? Good morning, Junior. How are you? How are you feeling, man? Maybe I'll throw the countdown up. I'll be right back. Focus. Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Sam. Good morning, Austin. Bia, Wet Willie, Leah, Lee, Michaela, Dan. Who made that mess? Your favorite fish. Hello, King. Hello, Queen. Not my queen, but a queen. Hello, Coda. How you doing? You guys ready to get into some more Harry Potter this morning? That should do, eh? Alright. Where did we leave off? The Journey from Platform 9 3/4, Chapter 6. Clash Royale King, what's up? How'd you sleep, guys? 1 through 10 in chat. How'd you sleep? Harry's last month with the Dursleys wasn't fun. True, Dudley was now so scared of Harry, he wouldn't stay in the same room, while Aunt Petunia and Uncle Vernon didn't shut Harry in his cupboard, force him to do anything, or shout at him. In fact, they didn't speak to him at all. Half terrified, half furious, they acted as though any chair with Harry in it was empty. Although this was an improvement in many ways, it did become a bit depressing after a while. Harry kept to his room with his new owl for company. He had decided to call her Hedwig, a name he found in a history of magic. His school books were very interesting. He lay on his bed, reading late into the night, Hedwig swooping in and out of the open window as she pleased. It was lucky that Aunt Petunia didn't come in to hover anymore, because Hedwig kept bringing back dead mice. Every night before he went to sleep, Harry ticked off another day on the piece of paper he had pinned to the wall, counting down to September the 1st. On the last day of August, he thought he'd better speak to his aunt and uncle about getting to King's Cross Station next day. So he went down to the living room where they were watching a quiz show on television. He cleared his throat to let them know he was there, and Dudley screamed and ran from the room. Uncle Vernon? Uncle Vernon grunted to show he was listening. I need to be at King's Crossing tomorrow to go to Hogwarts. Uncle Vernon grunted again. Would it be all right if you gave me a lift? Grunt. Harry supposed that meant yes. Thank you. He was about to go back upstairs when Uncle Vernon actually spoke. Funny way to get a wizard's school, the train. Magic carpets all got punctures, have they? Harry didn't say anything. Where is this school anyway? I don't know, said Harry, realizing this for the first time. He pulled the ticket Hagrid had given him out of his pocket. I just take the train from platform 9 3/4 at 11 o'clock, he read. His aunt and uncle stared. Platform what? 9 3/4. Don't talk rubbish, said Uncle Vernon. There is no platform 9 3/4. It's on my ticket. Barking, said Uncle Vernon. Howling mad, the lot of you. You'll see. You just wait. All right, we'll take you to King's Cross. We're going up to London tomorrow anyway, or I wouldn't bother. Why are you going to London? Harry asked, trying to keep things friendly. Taking Dudley to hospital, growled Uncle Vernon. Gotta have that ruddy tail removed before he goes to Smeltings. Harry woke up at 5 o'clock the next morning and was too excited and nervous to go back to sleep. He got up and pulled on his jeans because he didn't want to walk into the station in his wizard robes. He'd change on the train. He checked his Hogwarts list yet again. Uh-oh.
8-hour oil control plus 24-hour hydration to balance combinations.
We'll just chill.
At this rate, it's probably going to be more like 40. Okay, no, way too long. Let's see how much you're spending.
Rocket money.
Oh, wow. I've got 3 DoorDash.
Diamonds? What diamonds? Minecraft? You playing with Vile? I'm not playing Minecraft. I'm watching Minecraft and reading a book. This is Reading Ragnar, gentlemen. Welcome. It's not for you. I'm just kidding. It's for whoever wants to be here. Skip. Alright. He checked his Hogwarts list yet again to make sure he had everything he needed, saw that Hedwig was shut safely in her cage, and then paced the room, waiting for the Dursleys to get up. 2 hours later, Harry's huge, heavy trunk had been loaded into the Dursleys' car. Aunt Petunia had talked Dudley into sitting next to Harry, and they had set off. They reached King's Cross at 10:30. Uncle Vernon dumped Harry's trunk onto a trolley and wheeled it into the station for him. Harry thought this was strangely kind until Uncle Vernon stopped dead, facing the platforms with a nasty grin on his face. "Well, there you are, boy. Platform 9, platform 10. Your platform should be somewhere in the middle, but they don't seem to have built it yet, do they?" He was quite right, of course. There was a big plastic number 9 over one platform, and a big plastic number 10 over the one next to it, and in the middle, nothing at all. "Have a good turn," said Uncle Vernon with an even nastier smile. He left without another word. Harry turned and saw the Dursleys drive away. All three of them were laughing. Harry's mouth went rather dry. What on earth was he going to do? He was starting to attract a lot of funny looks because of Hedwig. He'd have to ask someone. He stopped the passing guard, but didn't dare mention platform 9 3/4. The guard had never heard of Hogwarts, and Harry couldn't even tell him what part of the country it was in. He started to get annoyed, as though Harry was being stupid on purpose. Getting desperate, Harry asked for the train and left at 11 o'clock, but the guard said there wasn't one. In the end, the guard strode away, muttering about time wasters. Harry was now trying hard not to panic. According to the large clock over the arrivals board, he had 10 minutes left to get on the train to Hogwarts, and he had no idea how to do it. He was stranded in the middle of the station with a trunk he could hardly lift, a pocket full of wizard money, and a large owl. Hagrid must have forgotten to tell him something to do, like tapping the third brick on the left to get into Diagon Alley. He wondered if he should get out his wand and start tapping the ticket box between platforms 9 and 10. At that moment, a group of people passed just behind him, and he caught a few words of what they were saying. Packed with muggles, of course. Harry swung round. The speaker was a plump woman who was talking to 4 boys, all with flaming red hair. Each of them was pushing a trunk like Harry's in front of him, and they had an owl. Heart hammering, Harry pushed his trolley after them. They stopped, and so did he, just near enough to hear what they were saying. "Now, what's the platform number?" said the boy's mother. 9 3/4, piped the small girl, also red-headed, who was holding her hand. "Mom, can't I go?" "You're not old enough, Ginny. Now be quiet." "All right, Percy, you go first." What looked like the oldest boy marched towards platforms 9 and 10. Harry watched, careful not to blink in case he missed it. But just as the boy reached the divide between the 2 platforms, a large crowd of tourists came swarming in front of him, and by the time the last rucksack had cleared away, the boy had vanished. "Fred, you next," the plump woman said. "I'm not Fred, I'm George," said the boy. "Honestly, woman, you call yourself our mother. Can't you tell I'm George?" "Sorry, George, dear." "Only joking, I am Fred," said the boy, and off he went. His twin called after him to hurry up, and he must have done, because a second later he had gone. But how had he done it? Now the third brother was walking briskly towards the ticket barrier. He was almost there, and then quite suddenly he wasn't anywhere. There was nothing else for it. "Excuse me," Harry said to the plump woman. "Hello, dear," she said. "First time at Hogwarts?" Ron's new too. She pointed at the last of her youngest sons. He was tall, thin, and gangling, with freckles, big hands and feet, and a long nose. Big hands and feet. All right. "Yes," said Harry. The thing is, I don't know how to get onto the platform," she said kindly. Harry nodded. "Not to worry," she said. "All you have to do is walk straight at the barrier between platforms 9 and 10. Don't stop and don't be scared or you'll crash into it. That's very important. Best do it at a bit of a run if you're nervous. Go on, go now before Ron." Okay," said Harry. He pushed his trolley round and stared at the barrier. It looked very solid. He started to walk towards it. People jostled him on their way to platforms 9 and 10. Harry walked more quickly. He was going to smash right into the ticket box, and then he'd be in trouble. Leaning forward on his trolley, he broke into a heavy run. The barrier was coming nearer and nearer. He wouldn't be able to stop. The trolley was out of control. He was a foot away. He closed his eyes, ready for the crash. It didn't come. He kept on running. He opened his eyes. A scarlet steam engine was waiting next to a platform packed with people. A sign overhead said Hogwarts Express, 11 o'clock. Harry looked behind him and saw a wrought iron archway where the ticket box had been, with the words Platform 9 3/4 on it. He had done it. Smoke from the engine drifted over the heads of the chattering crowd, while cats of every color wound here and there between their legs. Owls hooted at each other in a disgruntled sort of way over the babble of scraping of heavy trunks. The first few carriages were already packed with students, some hanging out of the window talking to their families, some fighting over seats. Harry pushed his trolley off down the platform in search of an empty seat. He passed a round-faced boy who was saying, "Gran, I've lost my toad again." "Oh, Neville," he heard the old woman sigh. A boy with dreadlocks was surrounded by a small crowd. "Give us a look, Lee, go on." The boy lifted the lid of a box in his arms, and the people around him shrieked and yelled, as something inside poked out a long, hairy leg. Harry pressed on through the crowd until he found an empty compartment near the end of the train. He put Hedwig inside first, and then started to shove and heave his trunk towards the train door. He tried to lift it up the steps, but could hardly raise one end, and twice he dropped it painfully on his foot. "Want a hand?" It was one of the red-haired twins he'd followed through the ticket box. "Yes, please," Harry panted. "Oi, Fred, come here and help." With the twins' help, Harry's trunk was at last tucked away in a corner of the compartment. "Thanks," said Harry, pushing his sweaty hair out of his eyes. "What's that?" said one of the twins suddenly, pointing at Harry's lightning scar. "Blimey," said the other twin. "Are you—" "He is," said the first twin. "Aren't you?" he added to Harry. "What?" "Harry Potter," chorused the twins. "Oh, him," said Harry. "I mean, yes, I am." The two boys gawped at him, and Harry felt himself going red. Then, to his relief, a voice came floating in through the train's open door. "Fred, George, are you there?" "Coming, Mom." With a last look at Harry, the twins hopped off the train. Harry sat down next to the window where, half hidden, he could watch the red-haired family on the platform and hear what they were saying. The mother had just taken out her handkerchief. "Ron, you've got something on your nose." The youngest boy tried to jerk out of the way, but she grabbed him and began rubbing the end of his nose. "Goff!" He wriggled free. "Ah! Has Ickle Ronnie got something on his nose?" said one of the twins. "Shut up." "Where's Percy?" said their mother. "He's coming now." The oldest boy came striding into sight. He had already changed into his billowing black Hogwarts robe, and Harry noticed the shiny red and gold badge on his chest with the letter P on it. "Can't stay long, Mother," he said. "I'm up front. The prefects have got 2 compartments to themselves." "Oh, are you a prefect, Percy?" said one of the twins, with an air of great surprise. "You should have said something. We had no idea." "Hang on, I think I remember saying something about it," said the other twin. "Once. Or twice. A minute. All summer." "Oh, shut up," said Percy the prefect. "How come Percy gets new robes anyway?" said one of the twins. "Because he's a prefect," said their mother fondly. "All right, dear, we'll have a good term. Send me an owl when you get there." She kissed Percy on the cheek, and he left. Then she turned to the twins. "Now you two, this year, you behave yourselves. If I get one more owl telling me you've blown up a toilet or—" "Blown up a toilet? We've never blown up a toilet." "Great idea, though. Thanks, Mum." "It's not funny, and look after Ron." "Don't worry, Ickle Ronnikins is safe with us." "Shut up," said Ron again. He was almost as tall as the twins already, and his nose was still pink where his mother had rubbed it. His mum— "Hey, Mum, guess what? Guess who we just met on the train?" Harry leant back quickly so they couldn't see him looking. "You know that black-haired boy that was near us in the station? Know who he is?" "Who?" "Harry Potter." Harry heard the little girl's voice. "Oh, Mom, can I go on the train and see him? Mom, oh, please." "You've already seen him, Ginny. And the poor boy isn't something you Google at in a zoo. Goggle. Google. Is he really, Fred? How do you know? Asked him. Saw his scar. It's really there, like lightning. Poor dear. No wonder he was alone. I wondered. He was ever so polite when he asked how to get on the platform. Never mind that. Do you think he remembers what you-know-who looks like? Their mother suddenly became very stern. I forbid you to ask him, Fred. No, don't you dare, as though he needs reminding of that on his first day at school. All right, keep your hair on. A whistle sounded. Hurry up, the mother said, and the three boys clambered onto the train. They leant out of the window for her to kiss them their last goodbye, and their younger sister began to cry. Don't, Jenny. We'll send you loads of owls. We'll send you a Hogwarts toilet seat. George! Only joking, Mom. The train began to move. Harry saw the boy's mother waving, and their sister, half laughing, half crying, running to keep up with the train until it gathered too much speed. Then she fell back and waved. Harry watched the little girl and her mother disappear as the train rounded the corner. Houses flashed past the window. Harry felt a great leap of excitement. He didn't know what he was going to do, but it had to be better than what he was leaving behind. The door of the compartment slid open, and the youngest red-haired boy came in. Anyone sitting here? He asked, pointing at the seat opposite Harry. Everywhere else is full. Harry shook his head, and the boy sat down. He glanced at Harry, and then looked quickly out of the window, pretending he hadn't looked. Harry saw he still had a black mark on his nose. Hey, Ron. The twins were back. Listen, we're going down the middle of the train. Lee Jordan's got a great tarantula down there. Right, mumbled Ron. Harry, said the other twin, do we introduce ourselves? Fred and George Weasley, and this is Ron, our brother. See you later, then. Bye, said Harry and Ron. The twins slid the compartment door shut behind them. Are you really Harry Potter? Ron blurted out. Harry nodded. Oh, well, I thought it might be one of Fred and George's jokes, said Ron. And have you really got, you know... He pointed at Harry's forehead. Harry pulled back his fringe to show the lightning scar. Ron stared. So that's where you-know-who... Yes, said Harry, but I can't remember it. Nothing, said Ron eagerly. Well, I remember a lot of green light, but nothing else. Wow, said Ron. He sat and stared at Harry for a few moments. Then, as though he suddenly realized what he was doing, he looked quickly out of the window again. Are all your family wizards? Asked Harry, who found Ron just as interesting as Ron found him. Yes, I think so, said Ron. I think Mom's got a second cousin who's an accountant, but we never talk about him. So you must know loads of magic already. The Weasleys were clearly one of these old wizarding families the pale boy in Diagon Alley had talked about. Damn it. Let me try again. The Weasleys were clearly one of those old wizarding families the pale boy in Diagon Alley had talked about. I hear you went to live with Muggles, said Ron. What are they like? Horrible. Well, not all of them. My aunt and uncle and cousins are, though. Wish it had been 3 wizard brothers. 5, said Ron. For some reason he was looking gloomy. I'm the 6th in our family to go to Hogwarts. You could say I've got a lot to live up to. Bill and Charlie have already left. Bill was head boy and Charlie was captain of Quidditch. Now Percy's a prefect. Fred and George mess around a lot, but they're still really good. They still get really good marks, and everyone thinks they're really funny. Everyone expects me to do as well as the others. But if I do, it's no big deal because they did it first. You never get anything new either with 5 brothers. I've got Bill's old robes, Charlie's old wand, and Percy's old rat. Ron reached inside his jacket and pulled out a fat gray rat, which was asleep. His name is Scabbers, and he's useless. He hardly ever wakes up. Percy got an owl from my dad for being a prefect, but they couldn't I got Scabbers instead. Ron's ears went pink. He seemed to think he said too much because he went back to staring out the window. Harry didn't think there was anything wrong with not being able to afford an owl. After all, he'd never had any money in his life until a month ago, and he told Ron so, all about having to wear Dudley's old clothes and never getting proper birthday presents. This seemed to cheer Ron up. And until Hagrid told me, I didn't know anything about being a wizard or my parents or Voldemort. Ron gasped. "What?" said Harry. "You said you know whose name," said Ron, sounding both shocked and impressed. "I'd have thought you, of all people." "I'm not trying to be brave or anything. Saying the name," said Harry. "I just never knew you shouldn't. See what I mean? I've got loads to learn, I bet," he added, voicing for the first time something that he'd been worrying about lately. "I bet I'm the worst in class." "You won't be. There's loads of people who've come from Muggle families, and they learn quick enough." While they had been talking, the train had carried them out of London. Now they were speeding past fields full of cows and sheep. They were quiet for a time, watching the fields and lanes flick past. Around 12:30, there was a great clattering outside in the corridor, and a smiling, dimpled woman slid back their door and said, "Anything off the trolley, dears?" Harry, who hadn't had any breakfast, leapt to his feet, but Ron's ears went pink again, and he muttered that he brought sandwiches. Harry went out into the corridor. He had never had any money for sweets with the Dursleys, and now that he had his pockets rattling with gold and silver, he was ready to buy as many Mars bars as he could carry. But the woman didn't have Mars bars. What she did have were Bertie's Bott's Every Flavor's beans, Drooble's Best Blowin' gum, chocolate frogs, pumpkin pasties, cauldron cakes, licorice wands, and a number of other strange things Harry had never seen in his life. Not wanting to miss anything, he got some of everything and paid the woman 11 silver sickles and 7 bronze nuts. Ron stared as Harry brought it all back into the compartment and tipped it into an empty seat. "Hungry, are you?" "Starving," said Harry, taking a large bite out of a pumpkin pastry. Ron had taken out a lumpy package and unwrapped it. There were 4 sandwiches in there. He pulled one of them apart and said, "She always forgets I don't like corned beef." "Swap you for one of these," said Harry, holding up a pastry. "Go on." "You don't want this. It's all dry," said Ron. "She hasn't got much time," he added quickly. "You know, with 5 of us." "Go on, have a pasty," said Harry, who had never had anything to share before, or indeed anyone to share it with. It was a nice feeling sitting there with Ron, eating their way through Harry's pasties and cakes. The sandwiches lay forgotten. "What are these?" Harry asked Ron, holding up a pack of chocolate frogs. "They're not really frogs, are they?" He was starting to feel that nothing would surprise him. "No," said Ron. "But see what the card is? I'm missing Agrippa." "What?" "Oh, of course you wouldn't know. Chocolate frogs have cards inside them, you know, to collect. Famous witches and wizards. I've got about 500, but I haven't got Agrippa, or Ptolemy." Harry unwrapped his chocolate frog and picked up the card. It showed a man's face. He wore half-moon glasses, had a long crooked nose, and flowing silver hair, beard, and mustache. Underneath the picture was the name Albus Dumbledore. "So this is Dumbledore," said Harry. "Don't tell me you've never heard of Dumbledore," said Ron. "Can I have a frog? I might get Agrippa. Thanks." Harry turned over his card and it read, "Albus Dumbledore, currently headmaster of Hogwarts, considered by many the greatest wizard of modern times. Professor Dumbledore is particularly famous for his defeat of the Dark Wizard Grindelwald in 1945, for the discovery of the 12 uses of dragon's blood, and his work on alchemy with his partner, Nicholas Flamel. Professor Dumbledore enjoys chamber music and 10-pin bowling." The fuck? Did y'all know that? That's crazy. Harry turned the card back over and saw, to his astonishment, that Dumbledore's face had disappeared. "He's gone." "Well, you can't expect him to hang around all day," said Ron. "He'll be back." "No, I've got Morgana again, and I've got about 6 of her. You want it? You can start collecting." Ron's eyes strayed to the pile of chocolate frogs waiting to be unwrapped. "Help yourself," said Harry. "But in, the Muggle world, people just stay put in photos." "Do they? What, they don't move at all?" Ron sounded amazed. "Weird." Harry stared as Dumbledore sidled? I don't know. sidled back into the picture on his card and gave him a small smile. Ron was more interested in eating frogs than looking at the famous witches and wizard cards. But Harry couldn't keep his eyes off of them. Soon he had not only Dumbledore and Morgana, but Hengist and Woodcroft, Alberic Grunion, Circe Paracelsus, and Merlin. He finally tore his eyes away from the druidess Cleodna? Something. Who was scratching her nose to open a bag of Bertie Bott's every flavor beans. Who was scratching her nose to open a bag of Bertie Bott's ever flavor beans. Okay. You want to be careful with those, Ron warned Harry. When they say every flavor, they mean every flavor. You know, you get all the ordinary ones like chocolate and peppermint and marmalade, but then you get spinach and liver and tripe. George reckons he had a bogey flavored one once. Ron picked up a green bean, looked at it carefully, and bit into the corner. Ugh. See? Sprouts. They had a good time eating the every flavor beans. Harry got toast, coconut, baked beans, strawberry, curry, grass, coffee, sardine, and was even brave enough to nibble the end of a funny gray one Ron wouldn't touch, which turned out to be pepper. The countryside, now flying past the window, was becoming wilder. The neat fields had gone. Now there were woods, twisting rivers, and dark green hills. There was a knock on the door of their compartment, and the round-faced boy Harry had passed on platform 9 3/4 came in. He looked terrified. "Sorry," he said, "but have you seen a toad at all?" When they shook their heads, he wailed, "I've lost him. He keeps getting away from me." "He'll turn up," said Harry. "Yes," said the boy miserably. "Well, if you see him." He left. "Don't know why he's so bothered," said Ron. "If I'd brought a toad, I'd lose it as quick as I could. Mind you, I brought Scavers, so I can't talk." The rat was still snoozing on Ron's lap. "He might have died and you wouldn't know the difference," said Ron in disgust. "I tried to turn him yellow yesterday to make him more interesting, but the spell didn't work. I'll show you, look." He rummaged around his trunk and pulled out a very battered-looking wand. It was chipped in places, and something white was glinting at the end. Unicorn's hair nearly poking out. Anyway, he had just raised his wand when the compartment door slid open again. The toadless boy was back, but this time he had a girl with him. She was wearing her new Hogwarts robes. "Has anyone seen a toad? Neville's lost one," she said. She had a bossy sort of voice, lots of bushy brown hair, and rather large front teeth. "We've already told him we haven't seen it," said Ron, but the girl wasn't listening. She was looking at the wand in his hand. "Oh, are you doing magic? Let's see it then." She sat down. Ron looked taken aback. All right." He cleared his throat. Sunshine, daisies, butter, mellow, turn this stupid fat rat yellow." He waved his hand, but nothing happened. Scavers stayed gray and fast asleep. "Are you sure that's a real spell?" said the girl. "Well, it's not very good, is it? I've tried a few simple spells just for practice, and it's all worked for me. Nobody's in my family's magic at all. It was ever such a surprise when I got my letter, but I was ever so pleased, of course. I mean, it's the very best school of witchcraft there is, I've heard. I've learned all our set books off by heart, of course. I just hope it will be enough. I'm Hermione Granger, by the way. Who are you?" She said all this very fast. Harry looked at Ron and was relieved to see by his stunned face that he hadn't learned all the set books off by heart either. "I'm Ron Weasley," Ron muttered. "Harry Potter," said Harry. "Are you really?" said Hermione. "I know all about you, of course. I've got a few extra books for background reading. And you're in modern magical history, and the rise and fall of the dark arts, and the great wizarding events of the 12th century. "Am I?" said Harry, feeling dazed. "Goodness, didn't you know? I'd have found out everything I could if it was me," said Hermione. "Do either of you know what house you'll be in? I've been asking around, and I hope I'm in Gryffindor. It sounds by far the best. I hear Dumbledore himself was one, but I suppose Ravenclaw wouldn't be too bad. Anyway, we'd better go and look for Neville's toad. You two had better change, you know. I expect we'll be there soon." And she left, taking the toadless boy with her. "Whatever house I'm in, I hope she's not in it," said Ron. He threw his wand back into his trunk. Stupid spell, George gave it to me. I knew it was a dud. What house are your brothers in? Asked Harry. Gryffindor, said Ron. Gloom seemed to be settling on him again. Mom and Dad were in it too. I don't know what they'll say if I'm not. I don't suppose Ravenclaw would be too bad, but imagine if they put me in Slytherin. That's the house you know who is in? Yeah, said Ron. He flopped back into his seat, looking depressed. You know, I think the ends of Scabbard's whiskers are a bit lighter, said Harry, trying to take Ron's mind off of houses. So what do your older brothers do now that they've left anyway? Harry was wondering what a wizard had done once he'd finished school. Charlie's in Romania studying dragons, and Bill's in Africa doing something for Gringotts, said Ron. Did you hear about Gringotts? It's been all over the Daily Prophet, but I don't suppose you get that with the Muggles. Someone tried to rob a high-security vault. Harry stared. Really? What happened to them? Nothing. That's why it's such big news. They haven't been caught. My dad says it must have been a very powerful dark wizard to get around Gringotts, but they don't think they took anything. That's what's odd. Of course, everyone gets scared when something like this happens, in case you know who's behind it. Harry turned the news over in his mind. He was starting to get a prickle of fear every time you knew who was mentioned. He supposed this was all part of entering the magical world, but it had been a lot more comfortable saying Voldemort without worrying. What's your Quidditch team? Ron asked. I don't know any, Harry confessed. What? Ron looked dumbfounded. Oh, you wait. It's the best game in the world. And he was off, explaining all about the 4 balls and the positions of the 7 players, describing famous games he'd been to with his brothers and the broomstick he'd like to get if he had the money. He was just talking, though, and he was talking Harry through the finer points of the game when the compartment doors slid open again. But it wasn't Neville that told this boy, or Hermione Granger this time. 3 boys entered, and Harry recognized the middle one at once. It was the pale boy from Madame Malkin's robe shop.
Your skin doesn't stay the same, and that's okay because CVS has your back.
My
Personal
lights
care
on.
routine and products that I
That's a lot of reading. I don't even think I have anyone here that's fucking awesome. That's fine though. I'm gonna finish this chapter and then we're gonna play Siege. Do. What do we got? A couple pages, a few pages. All right.
And it can even help you create a budget, which I think you need. Coming from a movie. Okay. Don't worry about those 13 subscriptions you didn't know you had. You can cancel the ones you don't want right through the app, and it can even help you try and get a refund.
All right then. There we go. He was looking at Harry with a lot more interest than he'd shown back at Diagon Alley. Is it true, he said, they're all saying down the train that Harry Potter's in this compartment? So it's you, is it? Yes, said Harry. He was looking at the other boys. Both of them were thick-set and looked extremely mean. Standing either side of the pale boy, they looked like bodyguards. Oh, this is Crabbe and Goyle, said the pale boy, carelessly, noticing where Harry was looking. And my name's Malfoy, Draco Malfoy. Ron gave a slight cough, which might have been hiding a snicker. We're going to say snicker. Draco Malfoy looked at him. You think my name's funny, do you? No need to ask you who you are. My father told me all the Weasleys have red hair, freckles, and more children than they can afford. Wow, what a douche. He turned back to Harry. You'll soon find out some wizarding families are much better than others, Potter. You don't want to go making friends with the wrong sort. I can help you there. He held out his hand to shake Harry's hand, but Harry didn't take it. I think I can tell who the wrong sort are for myself, thanks, he said coolly. Draco Malfoy didn't go red, but a pink tinge appeared in his pale cheeks. I'd be careful if I were you, Potter, he said slowly. Unless you're a bit politer, you'll go the same way as your parents. They didn't know what was good for them either. You hang around with riffraff like the Weasleys and that Hagrid, and it'll rub off on you. Both Harry and Ron stood up. Ron's face was as red as his hair, Say that again, he said. Oh, you're gonna fight us, are you? Malfoy sneered. Unless you get out now, said Harry, more bravely than he felt, because Crabbe and Goyle were a lot bigger than him and Ron. But we don't feel like leaving, do we, boys? We've eaten all our food, and you still seem to have some. Goyle reached towards the chocolate frogs next to Ron. Ron leaped forward, but before he had so much as touched Goyle, Goyle let out a horrible yell. Scabbers the rat was hanging off of his finger. Sharp little teeth sunk into Goyle's knuckle. Crabbe and Malfoy backed away as Goyle swung Scabbers round and round, howling, and when Scabbers finally flew off and hit the window, all three of them disappeared at once. Perhaps they thought there were more rats lurking among the sweets, or perhaps they'd heard footsteps, because a second later, Hermione Granger had come in. What has been going on? She said, looking at the sweets all over the floor and Ron picking up Scabbers by his tail. I think he's been knocked out, Ron said to Harry. He looked closer at Scabbers. No, I don't believe it. He's gone back to sleep. And so he had. You've met Malfoy before. Harry explained about their meeting in Diagon Alley. I've heard his family said, Ron darkly. They were some of the first to come back to our side after you-know-who disappeared. Said they'd been bewitched. My dad doesn't believe it, though. He says Malfoy's father didn't need an excuse to go over to the dark side. He turned to Hermione. Can we help you with something? You'd better hurry up and put your robes on. I've just been up to the front to ask the driver, and he says we're nearly there. You haven't been fighting, have you? You'll be in trouble before we even get there. Scabbers has been fighting, not us, said Ron, scowling at her. Would you mind leaving while we change? All right, I only came in here because people outside are behaving very childishly, racing up and down the corridors, Hermione said in a sniffly voice. And you've got dirt on your nose, by the way. Did you know? Ron glared at her as she left. Harry peered out of the window. It was getting dark. He could see mountains and forests under a deep purple sky. The train seemed to be slowing down. He and Ron took off their jackets and pulled on their long black robes. Ron's were a bit short for him. You could see his trainers underneath him. A voice echoed through the train. We will be reaching Hogwarts in 5 minutes' time. Please leave your luggage on the train. It will be taken to the school separately. Harry's stomach lurched with nerves, and Ron, he saw, looked pale under his freckles. They crammed their pockets with the last of the sweets and joined the crowd thronging the corridor. The train slowed right down and finally stopped. People pushed their way towards the door and out to a tiny, dark platform. Harry shivered in the cold night. Then a lamp came bobbing over the heads of all the students, and Harry heard a familiar voice. First years over here. All right there, Harry. Hagrid's big, hairy face beamed over the sea of heads. Come on, follow me. Any more first years? Mind your step now, first years, follow me. Slipping and stumbling, they followed Hagrid down what seemed to be a steep, narrow path. It was so dark either side of them that Harry thought there must be thick trees there. Nobody spoke much. Neville, the boy who kept losing his toad, sniffled once or twice. You'll get your first sight of Hogwarts in a sec, Hagrid called over his shoulder. Just around this bend here. There was a loud ooh. The narrow path had opened suddenly onto the edge of a great black lake. Perched atop a high mountain on the other side, its windows sparkling in the starry sky, was a vast castle with many turrets and towers. No more than 4 to a boat, Hagrid called, pointing to a fleet of little boats sitting in the water by the shore. Harry and Ron were followed into the boat by Neville and Hermione. Everyone in, shouted Hagrid, who had a boat to himself. Right then, forward! And the fleet of little boats moved off all at once, gliding across the lake, which was as smooth as glass. Everyone was silent, staring up at the great castle overhead. It towered over them as they sailed nearer and nearer to the cliff on which it stood. Heads down, Hagrid yelled as the first boats reached the cliff. They all bent down their heads, and the little boats carried them through a curtain of ivy, which had a wide opening in the cliff. They were carried along a dark tunnel, which seemed to be taking them right underneath the castle, until they reached a kind of underground harbor where they clambered out onto the rocks and pebbles. "Oi, you there! Is this your Toad?" said Hagrid, who was checking the boats as people climbed out of them. "Trevor!" cried Neville blissfully, holding out his hands. Then they clambered up the passageway in the rock after Hagrid's lamp. Coming out at last onto a smooth, damp grass, right in the shadow of the castle. They walked up a flight of stone steps and crowded around the huge oak front door. "Everyone here? You there, still got your Toad?" Hagrid raised a gigantic fist and knocked 3 times on the castle door. Thus ends chapter 6. Alright. Over to Siege, I also have to call my whiff, so give me a moment to do that. Alright then. Let me turn this off. Unranked. There we go. Some vibe done.
Boys working on empty. Is that the kind of way to face the burning heat? I just think about my baby. I'm so full of love I could barely eat. There's nothing sweeter than my baby. I'd never want once from the cherry tree. 'Cause my baby's sweet as can be. She'd give me 2 flakes just from kissing me. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her. Boys, when my baby found me, I was 3 days on a drunken sin. I woke with the walls around me. Nothing in her room but an empty crib. And I was burning up a fever. I didn't care much how long I lived. But I swear I thought I dreamed her. She never asked me once about the wrong I did. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her. When my time comes around, lay me gently in the cold dark earth. No grave can hold my body down. I'll crawl home to her. My babe would never fret none about what my hands and my body done. If the Lord don't forgive me, I'd still have my baby and my babe would have me. I was kissing on my baby, and she put her lip down soft and sweet. In the lonely light I was free, heaven and hell were words to me. When my time comes around, sad way I already know. So I will not ask you where you came from. I would not ask, and neither would you. Honey, just put your sweet lips on my lips. We should just kiss like real people do. I could not ask you where you came from. I could not ask, and neither could you. Honey, just put your sweet lips on my lips. We could just kiss like real people do. You know better, babe. You like that. You know better, babe. You know better, talk to it like that. Don't give it a head, offer it a soul. Honey, make this easy. Leave it to the land. This is what it knows. Don't let it in with no intention. Jesus Christ, don't be kind to it. Honey, don't feed it, it will.
Hey, what's up? How are you doing? TTS is off. I know. I did reading Ragnar this morning, and everyone said turn TGS off for reading Ragnar, so I did. Nobody was here, so it didn't matter. But then, yeah, I was on the phone.
Oh, heard. I see. Well, hello, brother. How we feeling?
Oh, you know. Another day that my wife has to work at that horrible fucking job that she works. So, pretty stressed. Pretty fucking stressed. Did they win? Oh, yeah, they did.
It's not just harmless flavors. Long hours or bad environment? What's wrong with the place? If I
Both.
may ask.
Her boss is horrible. The hours are insane. And she's constantly covering for other workers, which creates an inability for her to do her actual job. And when she does, when she's actually doing her job, her fucking idiot boss yells at her about other shit. So, yeah, it's been pretty shitty. I might call my buddy that sells life insurance and see what's up with that.
That's horrid. I am sorry to hear that.
Yeah, it's pretty shitty. Definitely sucks. Is today Wednesday or Thursday? Today's Wednesday. Alright.
Don't say stuff like that.
Don't say stuff like what? Oh, no. No. That's funny. That would have been a good joke. No, normally I say I'm going to check into Arlington early. No, he's, sells life insurance. I'm going to see what it's about. See what the deal is. Brokering.
I misunderstood. Okay, I am sorry.
That's funny. Oy vey. Oh, we didn't take our methylfolate today.
The stash is looking very dapper this morning.
Thank you. Sorry, I couldn't speak. I had that shit under my tongue. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I'm bopping now with the L-methylfolate.
You Han
Fucking
Solo
hurt.
this morning?
I
Where is
am
everyone?
solo right now. I have no idea. I really thought Haley would be here. I thought Val would be here this morning.
Sorry,
Gibby-
Pop, I am an hour late.
Gibby swung by. There's Cole an hour late. Who am I, dog? Who am I?
I just put the baby down for a morning nap. I am about to run your next game with you.
Nice, dude. I'm looking forward to that. I'm gonna run around.
I would but haven't played in a while and I got stuff I gotta do this morning. Did you see next season's utility rework?
I have not yet.
Once you put your utility down, it can't be picked back up.
That's pretty neat, actually.
That can't be real.
What can't be real? Oh, that you can't pick your utility back up? That's kind of a cool idea. I like that.
It forces the defense to commit and they won't be able to adjust and adapt on the fly. It's gonna take like no skill, and stuff won't be possible anymore. So mute jammer, Cade tricking, bandit tricking, gone. Equals no skill.
How's that equal?
That is
no
actually
skill?
so dumb emo.
I think it equals extra skill. What? They're gonna have to change the way that shit reacts to one another. That's all. But if you have to put your traps down and leave them, Like, who moves their traps that often? Frost? No. Aruni? No. Thorn? Not really. Legion? Not usually.
I agree with some of that, but it'll take calculated strategy.
What's it gonna do? Change bandit tricking and only bandit tricking? Damn, they got rid of my bitch, bro. They got rid of my bitch. Ouch. Hello, Troy. How you doing today? Oh, my hands. Ow. Oh, chat. My hands hurt. Ouch.
Game just keeps going down the gutter, in my opinion.
No game is good forever.
Bandit tricking is a skill, for sure, but everything on setup is even more crucial. At Troy Ellis,
guys, we're literally pulling walls out of fucking thin air. You heard that, right? W follow. Yes, sir. Who am I? Pulse. Oh shit.
Lol, that's a hilarious take, and I've never thought about it like that.
Front door. Yo, these kids are getting ran through. I also forgot I was Pulse. Because I fucking never play Pulse. This guy's cooked. The lag! Bro. Y'all see that fucking nasty lag? Oh my Lanta.
Yay, lag in this game rubber banding people is insane. I miss Siege 1.0.
Yeah. If the heavens ever did speak, she's the last true mouthpiece. Every sun is getting more of me. Fresh poison each week. We were born sick, let them say it. My church offers no absolute. Tells me worship in the bedroom. The only heaven I'll be sent to when I'm alone with you. You meant me to be well, yeah. How'd you shoot me through the stairs? I saw. Goranji, Gorain. I hope all is well. Thanks, man. I appreciate you.
That loading
I'm
land
doing
icon
alright.
is back to the chat, my guy.
I'm doing alright. If I get off of my bed, watch as it rains down on me. This is how I feel. Just watch that it rain down on me. If I get up off my bed, just watch that it rain down on me. Off my bed, just watch that it rain down on me. No one's droning. Oh, this guy's droning. Watch that it rain down on me. I know you want me to stay,
but I can't ignore the crazy visions of me in LA. Now
Oh, I didn't know the words.
that there's a special place where boys and girls can all be queens every single day. I'm having naked dreams of leaving Tennessee. Here's
Santa Monica.
I swear it's calling me. Won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a big booty girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, just having fun. On the stage in my heels, it's where I belong. Down at the Big Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Big Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Big Pony Club. Big Pony Club.
Brother.
Every night's another reason why I left it all. Wicked dreams, a year from Tennessee. Oh, Santa Monica, you've been too good to me. Won't make my mama proud. It's gonna cause a scene. She sees her baby girl. I know she's gonna scream. God, what have you done? You're a big booty girl, and you dance at the club. Oh mama, just having fun. On the stage in my heels, it's where I belong. Down at the Big Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing at the Big Pony Club. I'm gonna keep on dancing down in West Hollywood. I'm gonna keep on
You.
dancing at the Big
Yo, what's up? How you doing, bigger?
Pony Club.
Tired. Been a long morning.
Don't think I've left you all behind. Still love you in Tennessee.
long morning. Good long morning, bad long morning.
Muscle.
All I see is muscle.
Vitamin Water was born in.
Fuck my life, dude. Just fuck it. Just fuck my life all the way. As hard as you can. Blarm squirrel. Blah, my name's Sean Ryan. Get a POA at the VA, the POWMIA office help me. Okay. Mid. Goodbye, Tracy. Goodbye. Oh, I can't ban you in this chat box. God damn it. Man, I fucked up my back yesterday getting into my car. I think it turned the wrong way and pulled my back. Oh, that sucks. That'll happen. 3 weeks. Assume 3 weeks. And vitamin water. Vitamin water, darling. Vitamin water. Vitamin water. Is it even someone with breeches? I'm going in. Look out! What the fuck is right there? Damn it, dude. That was a good plan. I know you wanted me to stay, but I keep getting these crazy visions of me in LA. I don't know the fucking words. What song do I know the words to, chat? Probably only trauma songs. Can you take me higher? To a place where blind men see. Let's turn on some Creed, dude. Can you take me higher? Man, if this shit lasts 3 weeks, just end it now. 3 weeks, buddy. You can assume 3 weeks. That's what I assume when I pull something in my back or neck or something. 3. Count them. 1, 2, 3. Drink vitamin water. Straight for you. Can you take me higher? Oi. Oh, what's that?
My daughter thrashed her playroom. Gonna sort it out real quick. If you want to
Purple.
run a QM,
What's purple? You better hurry up, Rosie. I don't think that last game's over. Oh, it is. Heartbreaking defeat. Fuck a sucking dick. Can you take me
I am hurrying.
higher? How long does it take you to clean up, dude? Clean up your room. Just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. That's alright. I want to make some coffee or something anyway. Give me that Creed, baby. Motherfucker. Well, I just heard the news today. Dude, I got this album the year it came out. It seems my life is gonna change. Alright, I'll be right back.
Who sings You Shoulda Seen It in Color?
I didn't get anything. I don't have any groceries. Oh, I don't have any groceries. Who sings You Should Have Seen It in Color? I don't know. We're long,
King is back.
well, I don't know. Yeah, I didn't have any coffee. Well, I do have coffee. I didn't feel like making coffee. I'll make iced coffee later. Some cold brew or something. I am gonna do this cold though. Bia, were you here for reading Ragnar? By my side, steady on. Life without hope, under the sunlight. Welcome to this place. Were you here when I was reading the book? Everything has changed. I show you love. I show you everything.
Yeah. But I just came back.
You just came back. Well, welcome back. Welcome back.
Thanks.
Changed to show you love. I'll show you everything. Oh, yeah.
Rosias is still here?
Brazias is here somewhere, yes. He's cleaning his daughter's playroom right now, and then he's going to join the games. So he is still here somewhere. Alright, time for the bubble machine. One more.
I am hurrying super fast.
No worries, dude.
Not long enough for ranked, but too long for QM. As Rosia's Gaming, I searched it. Google says it's Jamie Johnson.
Wow.
Get M Pop. Gonna cook me some smash burgers tonight.
Smash burgers sound good. Just me, come and escape. Come on, let's go there. Let's come and escape.
What's your opinions on cheeseburgers?
Cheeseburgers? I'm for them. Bro, how does anybody control
Should a
that
cheeseburger
recoil?
always have 2 slices of cheese?
No. I normally do 1 slice of cheese. How does anybody control the recoil of this fucking gun?
It's easier to control when yaw have screen shake off.
Do I not?
I believe you had it on.
Where is it?
Best way to cook a burger? Flat top, grill, or pan.
Pull down to the right and just learn the pattern. Yeah, I can't do that. I've never logical damage.
Should be all the way to the right.
Like that. That's why I want to get on mouse keyboard. Accessibility. Best way to cook a burger? Flat top, grill, or pan. Charcoal. Or wood fire. Charcoal or wood fire all day.
Viewing display. Why aren't my legs counting like normal?
I don't know. What'd you do? What'd you do, Bia? What'd you do? You under investigation?
Music a tad bit loud.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. You're right. Cold boy, move, dude.
I sent way more than 110 likes, but the ranking is not counting.
Never even heard him. That sucks. I'm not sure, Bia. I'm not sure. I can reset Infinity. Go to accessibility. Yeah, I have it off. Dark glare, no motion blur, muted tinnitus, low dynamic range. What's up, brother? What's up, Nick? How you doing? Anyways, did it reset these? No, not really. I'm sorry, Via. Yeah, I do custom artwork. Would you like to see some? You want to see this dude? No. You're a bot. Oh, it's already reinforced.
It's okay.
What the fridge? What the French door? What the French toast? I think this guy. I don't know how to shotting. Fuck. I'm getting rotates. Where are those come? Like what? Dude, the sound in this game is so fucking stupid. Hey, there's a. Oh my god! Never mind. I heard him. It's not like I didn't hear him, but the direction that he shot me from is not where he was sounding from. Fuck it. You can hear people better. Listen, this is C-Jax, okay? You can fucking... Let me not curse. This is C-Jax. You can hear people better outside, downstairs, through a window that has not been broken, than you can someone drop a hatch behind you or fucking anything else. It's crazy. Do. Stovetop stuffing. Is that Stouffer's? Stouffer's stovetop stuffing? Welcome to the chat, Stouffer's. How you doing, mate? Where's the job? Oh.
Let's make the sound worse and not fix cheating.
Yep.
Probably
There
some
is
siege
no
death.
cheating. They have anti-cheat. Dude, I hate that I got something on my shirt. I don't even know what it is. It's fucking purple. What do I have that's purple? Brother. Ba ba da. Ba 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 da da da. When I popped off and little like da. Wait a minute. If it ain't first, you're in last. Ricky Bobby, you ain't on fire. You don't hit me with your gun. Bitch. I'm in love with you, bitch. I ain't ever gonna stop loving you, bitch. I love you, bitch. I ain't ever gonna stop loving you, bitch.
Let's see the
All right then. Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy work, dude. That's crazy work. Add me up right now. I'm waiting for you. Oh fuck. Oh fuck. Shut up. Ouch. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ba-da-da-da-da. Ooh. How much time do you get on Siege every day? Like 3 hours or so. 3 to 9 hours a day. Depends on how I'm feeling, mate. I looked yesterday, I got like 110 days on the joint. Let's take a look, shall we? Go over to here. Where's the thing? Stats. 110 days, 14 hours and 8 minutes. I'm ranked 11 out of my friends. So not that much, but slightly above average. Stone cold, stone cold. Ah! Quiet when I'm coming home and I'm on my own. I could lie and say I like it like that, like it like that. Wah, wah, wah. I could lie and say I like it like that, like it like that. Hold me close and know something, something. I got the wrong gun out. You got 1269 on my line and 6 hours. It's a lot. You learn to lose, you can afford to. Quiet when I'm coming home. I'm on my own. I can lie and say I like it like that. Like it like that. Wah, wah, wah. Billy Eyelash. I don't even know how to spell it. Yeah, you know what I mean. Get the fuck out of here. Oh, the E is definitely first. Yeah. Birds of a feather. We'll start with lovely. That's fine.
It's not just harmless flavors.
Never mind, we'll start with a motherfucking ad. Alright, I'm gonna go get my mail because it just said something was delivered from Temu. Guys, stay tuned. We're gonna do a Temu unboxing.
BetterHelp ad. Lewis Capaldi partnered with BetterHelp to get word out about how important therapy can be.
I really I struggle most weeks to like get myself up and ready
I'm
for
learning
therapy
to
or whatever. Like even like
live
opening the laptop to talk to
again.
my therapist sometimes can be really difficult. But I do it because I realise how important it is for me to continue to feel. I've not missed a job in a long time.
What? Okay, so what I got, it's, you know, you see exactly what it is. There's no discreet shipping. It's your mom's dildo. Just kidding. It's a folding
Ready when
cart
you are
made
rough.
in China. In Bray, folding cart made in China. China flu, the China. But listen, my buddy got this cart, and it made fishing so much easier, brother. So much easier, brother. You ready when I am? Oh, I'm in a quick match, aren't I? Dude, I haven't been running out and things. That's funny. Hold on, let me go run out. Bro, got me. That's crazy. Yo, where do you live? The actual location? What do you mean? I thought you were saying I revealed my location. I was like, oh shoot. Says my name on it. Ragnar. I don't even have a timer at the time my... Alright, let me jump out real quick. Gavin, thank you for the follow. I appreciate you. Do you live in state or country-wise? I live in Maryland. No!
No way my kid takes a 30-minute nap and decides to wake up as I try to game with my homie.
Oh, should I not leave this game? No, I'm leaving the game either way. Wait. Are they
Stand
giving
by.
me one of
Let
these
me
bundles?
see when they're leaving for lunch with Grandma.
Are they giving me one of these
Go
bundles?
ahead and play one.
Hold on. What? Team Dark Zero? Bro, that's fire. Oh, it's only that though.
All the way at the bottom is the free thing.
At the bottom. All the way at the bottom. Thank you. That's fucking confusing as shit. A random item of any rarity. Alright, let's go to locker and open it up. I got 20 of them now. Should we open these? Oh, I only got one of those. I got 17 Bravo packs and 2 Alpha packs. Oh, yeah. Let's do this. Content unavailable. Let's open the Mute Protocol pack. We know what those are. We looked at those. Right? Those are the... Ooh, we got pink inside, baby. Oh, that's not bad. Okay, I don't hate that. Out of all the ones I could have got, the gold looks a little orangey. A little orangey. That's neat. Alright. We're going to save those. We'll open these. Pink inside. Let's go. Ah, that fucking ugly ass piece of shit. Get it out of here. It's a duplicate. It's not. Ugh. Glory. Well, I got it on the new weapon system, I guess. I hate it. Another pink inside. Let's go, baby. 3 in a row. Oh, that's actually kind of fire. Like, I'm not a chick, obviously, but that's kind of fire. We're gonna equip that one. Nice hair. That's a what do they call that? A fishtail? Something like that? Yeah. Y'all thought I didn't know ball. Anyway, we can go to the battle pass and unlock some more shit. So unlock this one. Unlock tiles. Confirm unlock. Alright. Go back. Unlock this one. Unlock that one. Confirm unlock. Alright. All of those. I gotta unlock all of those. Oh, I don't have another breach. So I don't know how to gain another breach. Oh, these are R6 credits. That's neat. Definitely want those. Give me that, baby. Let's go. I hate the way this unlock system is. How many stars I got left? I can't even fucking see it. 7. Never mind, I can. Sorry I got angry. Alright, let's look at what we got left to unlock. That's kind of fire. 3-day renown, 3-day battle pass, wide-eye horror, booster, wide-eye, zombie orange hair. Yes, that breaks up the black hairline like crazy. Give them a dope call. Oh, I gotta email NZXT today. I forgot. That's kind of fire. And what were these at the end? I have 6 coins left. Blast proof. That's kind of suck, but I want to get the thing knocked out. Alright. Detonator days. Alright, Uno Mas. That's fine. I don't give a shit. Alright. Now we go back to locker. Go to packs. We got 19 those and another alpha pack. Let's go. Wow. Wait, so we've got all of the packs now. That means that we can open up our other packs, right? Or no? Should we wait to the end of the season? When's the season end? Hold up. 68 days. 70 days. So a little over 2 months. What's up, boss? What's up, Shamalaka? What should we do? Alright, so I gotta go Ella. So I'll go Ella and I'll get some wall bangs if I can. Are you ready, Brosie, or not? Not allowed, just tuning in to stream. Nice. I appreciate you being here. Nah, open them up? Bruh. Should I open them, or do I wait till the end of the season? Because you can't get repeats. Let's see what Rolo has to say. So what's the exact question? We could do it. You can only use Bravo tickets on the current year Bravo pack collection. Yeah. So you'll lose them. Save them to the end of year 10 to ensure you can use them on the collection before it rotates out. Use your tickets on the year 10. Once year 10 ends and the new year 11 collection arrives, your Bravo tickets will transfer to the new year 11 collection. You'll need to use your 10 tickets on the current year 10 collection. Since the pool of items for the year 10 collection is fixed for the year, opening packs individually or in a 10 pack at once is not different in terms of odds of getting new items.
Who wants to party to stop? Not us. Keep the vibe alive with Spotify's
What
House
should
Party
we
playlist.
do?
Celebrating an extensive catalog of diverse artists, House Party sets and maintains the mood for a
Should we
fun
pop
night
them
with
open
your
or
friends.
not?
So tune in and let the good times roll with House Party.
I'll let chat decide. There's only like 3 of you here, so I'll let you guys decide. Should we open these packs or not? Put a 1 in the chat to open the packs. Let me do this. I'll put something on the screen like opening packs at 10 viewers. Or let's do 20. 1. You think we should open them? Share the live. Share the live. Tap that like. We'll open them at 20 viewers. There you go. We'll do pack opening at 20 viewers. For now, I think I'm going to open this cart. Should I open it now? Nah. I'll open it later. I'll make an opening video. A box opening video. There you go. Start a live with 10 friends. Hell yeah, brother. Still waiting for Brosy too. Maybe I'll play some play something. Talk about it. Hello, Brittany. How's your day? Good morning. How'd you sleep? Meow, meow, meow. Meow, meow, meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Blanket City. Oh! No, that's just me addiction, mate. For my health, I use the old plant, mate. Can't play them sad songs with them eyes, boys. Sorry, Brittany, I'm so sorry. My eyes change colors. I knew he wouldn't get that. Oh, shnikes. This is not who I want to be. I need to change ops. Save yourself and you don't want no help, no well. I'm sorry to tell you let Let me back in. How long ago? Mother, father! I gotta change operators, bro. I'm a bot! I keep hitting the button. Fuck! Alright. Give me that coil. Bro, Goyo no shotty? The Rico? Where are they? 3.5, not 3.6. What the fuck? What the fuck am I looking at? No! Yo, 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 yo. That's cheating. You cheated. Ouch. Ah, my hand hurts so bad. Where'd those go? Where'd those go? Dude, I need a new nervous system. Sorry. That scared me. Not really. Startled me. Come on, let's go. Reload faster, please. All right, give me a 2x. Gotta push down on the D-pad, dumbass. Gotta push. Lord, spam like so much as possible. How to back to work. Have a great day. Thank you so much, Brittany. I appreciate you. Enjoy your day at work. Enjoy your day. Look at that aim. Clean, right? Look.
Advertising on Spotify is easy. You just write a script, pick your background music, then let us create your ad for free. It's that easy. Learn more at ads.spotify.com.
It's beginning to look a lot like
Christmas.
It's never too early for Christmas.
Rosie, are you here, friend?
Get in the holiday spirit with the greatest Christmas songs of all time.
No. Alright, that's fine. I'm gonna run. I appreciate you guys. Thanks for hanging out this morning. I'm gonna go make some videos. I got some other things to be more productive than right now. Thank you for coming. Thank you for staying. I love you guys. Thank you for the 10K likes, the new follows, the subscribes, the continued subscribes. You guys are